Hello everyone. Last Sunday was Pentecost, and I suppose it could be described as a way the church celebrates how God can really influence the day-to-day life of all of us. The story of Pentecost begins with the words, "And all believers were together." We increasingly live in an individualistic world. Of course, there are stories of community, of one helping another, glimpses, if you like, of a better world, which warm our hearts, but generally we have become much more insular. And often this shows in the way we order our lives. It's as if we can't see things in the round. There is no sense of balance. We've become single-issue people, whether we are commenting on the world, voting in elections, or choosing what's important for us, of course. And this lack of care for what matters, or what the views of or feelings of others might be, leads us to behave in ways which are often mindless, and sometimes not so mindless, but just plain rude or wrong. The misery and fear inflicted on the people of Mayhill in Swansea over this last week by its own people is but one example. No doubt, social commentators will have their theories, but when all the academics have written their papers and the horror has been endlessly analysed, we will still end up with the fact that there is something wrong with how we are all approaching living together in community. There's an advert on the telly, I don't know if you've seen it. It's for an animal charity and it's quite effective, but it shows film of neglected animals in people's homes desperately needing care and love. And we look at the state of the homes in which these animals are kept, and we have no time for those who would treat animals in this way. But if we think about it, there are people living in the middle of that squalor too. And we may say, well, yeah, but they should know better, or they're probably on drugs and so on. But we need to hear ourselves, what we are saying, when we can be so appalled by the way animals are treated and so unmoved and unforgiving about the mess some people's lives are in. The shocking state of the affairs in Gaza is another example. All kinds of politicians, lobby groups and self-interested have wrung their hands or sat on them, or satisfied themselves with commenting on the difficulty of resolving the conflict between the Palestinians and the State of Israel. And all the while, people have been degraded and demeaned and killed. They've lost their lives and their homes. Thank God there is a ceasefire, and let's hope that it isn't just an opportunity for the regrouping of the intransigent, but that it gives the space that's needed to heal and repair. On that first Pentecost day, all the believers were together, people of all nations and nationalities, and as if by some miracle, they spoke as those who could understand each other. Please God, let people who believe in building a better world, where difference is celebrated, neighbours are loved and peace is nurtured, rise up in places like Swansea and Palestine and in communities throughout the world, so that the miracle of Pentecost may be known and felt, and so that life before death is known in all its fullness among those who suffer most today. Thank you for listening, and peace be with you.